once again. It's me, Norma, your math solution provider. In this video, we'll be talking about squares and square roots. And before we continue, please do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and don't forget to share after watching this video. Now let's get back to our topic, squares. What exactly are squares? A square is that number you get when you multiply a number by itself. Let's take, for example, 2. So the square of 2 is saying 2 times 2, which is usually signified with a subscript on top. We say 2 squared, which gives us what? 4. Or you can have, let's say, 3. Square of 3 is 3 times 3, which gives us 3 squared, which gives us what? 9. Same thing, you have 4 times 4, which equals 4 squared, which equals 16. And it goes on and on and on. So you can say that 4 is a square of 2, 9 is a square of 3, 16 is a square of 4. Same way, 81 is a square of 9, 225 is a square of 15, and it goes on and on like that. Square root, on the other hand, is like the opposite of square. Okay? Just the same way we said earlier. Now, square root is signified by this sign. This is the sign for square root. So square root of 4 is saying square root of 2 times 2, and it is what? 2. So square of 2 is 4, and square root of 4 is 2. Same way, we have square root of 9 equals 3 times 3, square root of 3 times 3, and it gives us what? 3. Okay? Square root of, let's say, 25 equals square root of 5 times 5, and it gives us what? 5. Okay? Let's say 100, which gives us 10 times 10, and it gives us what? 10. So square root of 9 gives us 3. Square of 3 is 9. Square root of 25, 5. Square of 5, 25. Square root of 100, 10. Square of 10 is 100. Now, there are times when you are not able to detect if a number is actually the square of a whole number. So what do? We try to use the prime factors method to extract the factors of that number and find out how exactly or what exactly is the square root or something like that. So let's take a look at this. Let's say we have a number like this, 1764. You're supposed to find the square roots. What do? By looking at it, it's difficult for you to tell if it's even a perfect square and what exactly is involved. But we will now try to use the prime factors method to find out what exactly are the factors and how exactly they're related to each other. Let's take a look at this. Let's say the same way, 64. Okay? Now, we know 2 is a factor because it ended with a, with an even number. So you have 2 here. So 17 divided by 2 is 8. You carry 1. 16 here, you have another 8. Then 4 divided by 2, you have 2. So we have another 2. Okay? We have 4, 4, 1. And it's like we've exhausted our 2. So let's see if 3 is a factor. We have 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9. So that means 3 is a factor. I have 3 here. 3 into 4, 4 divided by 3, we have 1, meaning 1. 14 divided by 3, we have 4, remaining 2. And 21 divided by 3, we have 7. And to check if it's still divisible by 3, do what? 4 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 7, 12. So it's still divisible by 3. So we'll try again. 3 here. So 3 into 14 here, we have 4, remaining 2. 2 into 27, we have 9. Now, we know that 49 is a multiple of 7. So 7 goes here. We have 7. I have 7 here. We have 1. So now we have 2 squared times 3 squared times 7 squared. This is 2 squared, 3 squared, 7 squared. And that is what we're supposed to find the square roots of. Okay? So now we have 2. So we have square root of 2 squared is 2 times square root of 3 squared is 3. So we have our answer to be 2 times 3, 6 times 7, 42. So that means that the square root of 1764 is what? 42. You know, there are some numbers you don't really have to draw up the prime numbers to try to find out if they're, the factors and everything. Now, let's look at this. Let's say, told to find square root of, let's say, 3600. By looking at it, you can see that 100 is already a factor of this number. So, probably you can just say square root of 3600 is 36 times 100. It's a no-brainer. Okay? 36 times 100. And we know the square root of 36 is 6. The square root of 100 is 10. And, sorry. Square root of 36 is 6. And square root of 100 is 10. Which gives us what? 60. So you can say that the square root of 3600 is 60. Easy, isn't it? It's just that it wasn't necessary. It was actually not necessary to start drawing up those prime factors, because we could tell instantly by looking at the number that it's something that we could manipulate without having to go through the long process. So let's take another example. Let's say we're told to find the square root of 576. Square root of 576. Okay, of course, we can't tell. I can't tell what exactly the square root is, so we have to go through the process. Okay, let's see, 576, and of course 2 is a factor. Okay, 5 divided by 2, here you have 2, remaining 1, and 17 divided by 2 gives us 8, remaining 1, and 16 divided by 2 gives us 8. And 2 can go again. We have 1, 4, 4. Ideally, if it was just me, I'm fine here. But I have to go through the process. We go again. 2, we have 7, 2. We have another 2. We have 3, 6. We have another 2. We have 1, 8. We have another 2. We have 9. We exhausted our 2's. So we have 3 here. We have 3, sorry. And we have 3 again. We have 1. So we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. So we have 2 squared times 2 squared times 2 squared times 3 squared. Okay? Supposed to find the square root of this. So we have here, you have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So 2 times 2 gives us 4, 4 times 2 gives us 8, 8 times 3 gives us 24. So 24 is the square root of 576. Okay? So 576 gives us 24. Let's look at another easy looking one. Okay? We have square root of 8,100, and it's 81 times 100. Our very good friends. Okay? 81 times 100. Okay? So square root of 81 is 9 times square root of 100 is 10. 9 times 10 is what? 90. So square root of 8,100 is what? 90. Now, let me even tell you something. Do you know that all numbers are actually squares, but they are not perfect squares? And all these numbers we've been dealing with are actually called perfect squares, because you can actually find the square root of any random number. It's just that you get decimal fractions. So all these ones we'll be talking about are perfect squares. Just wanted to state it so that we are all informed. Because you can actually find the square root of 7, for example, and you just have some decimal pointed numbers, or that of 15 or 20. So those they are just not perfect squares. Perfect squares are those numbers that when you find the square root, you get whole numbers. So let's solve a question. Okay, let's find the smallest number that 540 must be multiplied by so that the product is a perfect square. Okay, let's see. 540. So we're looking at 540. First things first, we will find out the prime factors associated with 540. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we have, of course, 2 should go because ends with 0. So we have 2, 7, 0. Another 2 should go. We have 1, 3, 5. Let's see, 3 should be able to go. 4 plus 5, yes, 3 should be able to go. 3. Here we have 4, 5. Okay, we have 3 again. We have 1, 5. We have 3 again. We have 5. And we have 5, 1. Okay, so 2 is paired. This 3 is paired. We have a hanging 3 and a hanging 5. So, what do we need to make 540 a perfect square? So we need to get a partner for 3 and we need to get a partner for 5. So we have 540 equals 2 squared times 3 squared, times 3 times 5. So we need 3 needs a partner, 5 needs a partner. So what we need is what? 3 times 5, which gives us what? 15. So 15, if you multiply 15 by 540, we are going to have a perfect square. So what do we need to multiply 252 to make it a perfect square? So let's find out that number. And how do we find it? By finding the prime factors of 252. So let's go there. You have 252. Okay, you have 2 goes into it. You have 1, 2, 6. Okay, we have another 2. We have 6, 3. We have 3. We have 2, 1. We have another 3. We have 7. And we have 7. We have 1. So 2 is paired. 3 is paired, and 7 is hanging. So 252 is equal to 2 squared times 3 squared times 7. And 2 is paired, 3 is paired, so 7 needs a partner. So we need to find 7. So if you multiply 7 by 252, we will get a perfect square. Okay? So let's look at square roots of fractions. How to find the square roots of fractions. Very easy. Just find the square root of the numerator, the square root of the denominator, and voila! We have our square root of the fraction. Let's take an example. Let's say we have a total to find the square root of 4 over 25. It's the same thing as saying square root of 4 over square root of 25, which is equal to what? 2 over 5. Voila! And so let's say we're now saying it's a little bit tricky. So you have 27 over 48. And we both know that they are not perfect squares. 27 is not a perfect square. 48 is not a perfect square. So try to find to reduce it to the lowest term. Okay? When you try to reduce 27 and 48 to the lowest term, you know, it's still the same thing. They still end up being the same thing. Whatever I do to the numerator, I do it to the denominator. 27 divided by 3, okay? I think 3 is a factor of 27 and 48. So 27 divided by 3 gives us 9. And 48 divided by 3 gives us 16. So you find out the square root of 9 over 16 gives us as square root of 9 over square root of 16, and it gives us what? 3 over 4. So let's say you are supposed to find the square root of a mixed fraction. What do? You have to convert it to an improper fraction, then you take it from there. So we have 5 whole number, 4 over 9. And we convert it to an improper fraction. Okay, you should know how to convert to an improper fraction. If you don't, check our previous videos. Find it. So you have 5 times 9, 45. 45 plus 4, you have 49 over 9. Okay, and we have, you know, the square root of 49 is 7, square root of 9 is 3. So we have same time saying square root of 49 over square root of 9, which gives us what? 7 over 3. And you can convert it to mixed fraction back. So we have 2 whole number, 1 over 3. And that, my dear friends, is the square root of 5 whole number, 4 over 9. So, dear friends, I hope you were able to learn something new today. If you have any questions, any topics that you want us to discuss, feel free to use the comment section. Don't forget to solve as many questions as possible. That's the secret of mathematics. You have to solve as many questions as possible. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.